The following is an exclusive presentation of CST.
It must have been a good day at Bluebell Park when there was a pieing. Yesterday, senior right-hander Ross Stripling threw the 11th no-hitter in Texas A&M history, giving his mother an early Mother's Day present. Today, we celebrate Mother's Day at the ballpark. It's the Aggies hosting the San Diego State Aztecs.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you.
Live from Bluebell Park in College Station, Cox Sports Television is proud to present Texas A&M baseball. It's time for the 7th-ranked Aggies to take the field and face San Diego State in a non-conference matchup. And we're certainly glad to have all of you with us. I'm Will Johnson alongside Alan Cannon, and we have a tough act to follow, to say the least. But more on that in a moment. First of all, AC, this is Game 3 of the series. The Aggies have taken the first 2.
So important to get the sweep at this time of the year. Texas A&M trying to be a regional host, possibly a super regional host. Every victory is key. They have not committed an error so far this weekend, and that will be crucial today.
Well, if you look at that Saturday line score, you can obviously see it. No hits for San Diego State. That's because yesterday Ross Stripling tossed the no-no. The 11th in A&M history. He struck out 7 in the process. He only allowed 1 base runner. That was a walk, and he made some defensive plays himself. How about this in the top of the 6th? An Aztec trying to bunt his way on. Scott Arthur, the flip with the glove to Stripling himself. And in the top of 9, the final K to end it. Ross Stripling, the newest member of the no-hit club at Texas A&M University.
I mean, I knew I was going to have to keep them down. I knew that their pitcher was good, and I knew I'd just go out there and attack them like Walker did last night. They're free swingers. They swing a lot of early pitches and, you know, got a lot of early outs in the first couple innings and then just kind of settled in. And, you know, it was a quick game and just kind of did my thing. And, you know, they hit some balls hard right at guys and started getting some strikeouts late. And, you know, it just ended up pretty much the best pitch of the day of my life.
Well, I'll say it certainly was. Special to be here yesterday for that ball game, but some great events here this afternoon because it's senior day for the Aggies.
I tell you, you tell the freshmen when they come in, it will go by in a blink of an eye, and these seniors, especially 5 key guys, you see statistically such a key contributor to this Aggie lineup, not only on the diamond but off the diamond as well. All 5 in graduating this weekend, and just tremendous leaders on the diamond and in the clubhouse.
Yeah, Ross Stripling threw that no-hitter on the day he was supposed to walk across the stage and graduate at Texas A&M. But nonetheless, a special one on Saturday. What do we have in store this afternoon? It's Texas A&M and San Diego State. The Aggies up 2-0 in the series. They go for the sweep, and it's coming up next right here on CST.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
People from all over Louisiana shop the beautiful Eric Hill Nissan time and time again.
I built here because I believe in New Orleans. This is my investment into this community.
Come and see us for our low prices.
And every new car comes with a lifetime warranty.
Now that's peace of mind.
Drive home an Altima for only $189 a month or 0% for 60 months. I-10 and Bullard and EricHillNissan.com.
So come on in.
Buy from a Tiger.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
The parts pros at your local Napa Auto Parts store offer Napa know-how and great monthly specials like a $50 Visa rebate card with a qualifying Napa brake parts purchase. Max non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner is on sale for just $1.99. Plus, get 8 great Eagle One car care products, your choice, just $4.49 each. And remember, the Napa know-how is free.
Was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
College baseball for you this afternoon. Texas A&M and San Diego State. The Aztecs in this order up as we get underway here shortly. Tim Zier, he's a big hitter in their lineup, and he will set the table. Then it's Reben, Spies, Wilson, Muno, Thornton, and Romanski, Munoz, Allen, and Potter to round out that San Diego State Aztec lineup. They've had trouble hitting A&M pitching this weekend, Allen Cannon, and on this Sunday, Rafael Pineda takes to the hill.
Pineda is his 13th appearance, 13th start, 5-1 record, 2.61 ERA. Has one complete game, 72 in the third innings worked, 59 hits, 27 runs, 21 earned, 12 walks, 40 Ks. Opponents hitting .222 against this right-hander.
Little bit of a different lineup or defensively behind Pineda. Jay Statham not usually in center field. That's in most cases reserved for Cray Bratson, but Jay Statham in center field today for the Aggies. Mikey Reynolds is not at shortstop. Blake Alleman fills in for him. Reynolds been playing shortstop all year here at A&M, but a sore arm this weekend, and Blake Alleman takes over at shortstop. Matt Yingle, usually DHing in recent weeks, goes back to the third base spot that he manned early in the year. That's a look at the Texas A&M defense. Your coach is Rob Childress. It's his 7th year in College Station. He's trying to get the Aggies into the postseason for the 6th year in a row. He will likely do so. Mark Martinez is in an interim role at San Diego State. As you know, the head man for the Aztecs is Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. He is not in College Station this weekend, sitting out due to health problems. Coach Gwynn, hope you get well soon and get back to the diamond. But Mark Martinez, the interim head coach for the Aztecs. These two have never met prior to this weekend, and A&M has taken the first two. We're underway on this Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And it's the Aggies and Aztecs for the final time. A 3-game set finishes up right here today. Tim Zier to start it off. Looking out at Rafael Pineda. Zier, the .329 average and a 2-0 count. That's a call strike, and it'll go 2-1.
Pineda has a tough act to follow. Waka on Friday night goes in the 9th inning, then a no-hitter by Stripling on Saturday.
This is hit into center field, and on the run making the catch is Jay Statham. 1 out. The Aztecs only 5 hits this weekend, and obviously all 5 of those on Friday night. So 1 out in inning number 1, the top of number 1, and Tanner Rebenspies will hit. First baseman for the Aztecs. Pineda to the windup. That pitch is on its way, and it's low for a ball, 1-0. The Aggies going for the sweep, but they've run into some trouble on Sundays here recently. That is also low for a ball. It's 2-0. The Aggies have lost their last 4 Sunday contests, and 3 of those have cost them a sweep. Get a close look at Rafael Pineda. 5-1 on the year. This is a ground ball. The shortstop, Blake Alleman, across the diamond. 2 men are down.
Tell you what, Will, as mentioned with Waka and Stripling, Pineda wanting to go deep into the ball game is key. And then so far, A&M has not committed an error this weekend. have to keep that going, but you've got to have those clutch hits, able to pick up that one run that was key yesterday in that no-hitter.
Well, yeah, we talked about how San Diego State bats have struggled this weekend, but so have the Aggies. They're not knocking the cover off the baseball against Aztec pitching over Friday and Saturday. A&M hitting .233 as a team in this series. Here's Chris Wilson at the plate. That's a 1-1 count after that swing and a miss.
I'll tell you, this Aztec lineup, every player calls the state of California home. And I believe there's 15 freshmen on the roster. And so young club with Tony Gwynn. And as you mentioned, wish him all the best.
2-1 count. This is up the middle, base knock. Chris Wilson is a 2-out runner for the Aztecs.
Take the pressure off the official score already.
Right back up the middle.
Just good approach, and especially if you're struggling a bit, coaches, and I imagine Coach Wynn and Coach Martinez and others would say, hey, just work the middle of the field, go right back up the box, and that's exactly what Wilson did right there.
Ryan Muno, the hitter. You just mentioned it, how the San Diego State obviously doesn't have to go too far for their talent, as the entire roster is from California. You can say the same about A&M. All but two for the Aggies come from the state of Texas.
I'll tell you, a lot of excellent baseball and excellent high school coaches in both states. What a great day here at Olson Field at Bluebell Park.
Our temperature shows us just shy of 80 degrees, in the high 70s. Not a whole lot of wind. We're splashed in sun. It's been an excellent weekend weather-wise. And we get that here on Sunday. Aggies going for the sweep. As we get that north-northwest wind getting up to 10 to 15 miles per hour. It shows you 14 miles per hour there. A 1-1 count from Rafael Pineda. That's a breaking ball, called strike.
Pineda with the breaking pitch, and then fastball likes to turn it over. Ground ball pitcher for Texas A&M.
San Diego State with a man on first base and 2 down in the top of the first. Throw over to check on Chris Wilson. Short lead over there.
Wilson 2 of 2 in the stolen base department this year.
Being held on by Jacob House. And from the stretch, a 2-strike pitch from Pineda. Nice job of fighting that off by Ryan Muno. I talked about how the Aggies have lost 4 Sunday games in a row, but you can't pin that on Rafael Pineda, who goes on these Sundays in game threes for the Aggies. He hasn't pitched too bad, especially in his last 2 outings. Just hadn't got a lot of run support on Sunday. That just missed. The Bluebell Park crowd wanted it, but we go to a 2-2 count.
Fastball just in on the inner half. You see it diving into the right-handed batter. And home plate umpire Jet Mitten says, nope, just a bit inside.
Last week against Texas Tech, Rafael Pineda left the game after 5 innings, and he had the Aggies in a 2-2 tie. A&M would lose that game in extra innings. It cost them a sweep of the Red Raiders. 2 weeks ago, Pineda pitched shutout ball into the 8th inning against the Texas Longhorns. The Aggies led that one 1-0 when Pineda went out of the game. They lost it in the 9th with 2 runs by the Longhorns. That'll be the 3rd out on a ground ball to Matt Yingle. Nothing across for San Diego State in the top of the first. The Aggies coming up in a moment.
The parts pros at your local Napa Auto Parts store offer Napa know-how and great monthly specials like a $50 Visa rebate card with a qualifying Napa brake parts purchase. Max non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner is on sale for just $1.99. Plus, get 8 great Eagle One car care products, your choice, just $4.49 each. And remember, the Napa know-how is free.
Calco and Hotard. First in safety, first in luxury.
You know Calco. You see us on the road and all around town. You know us by the quality of our work with an attention to personalized service and our unparalleled commitment to the safety of every passenger. You know us.
Just ask for me, Jonathan Nichols.
Or me, Patrick Martin.
Nationally recognized and locally respected.
Hotard and Calco. Affordable luxury, unparalleled service.
Call today.
No score between A&M and San Diego State from College Station. We're going to the bottom of the first. Here's the Aggie lineup. Tyler Naquin, he's in that chase to hit 400. It took a hit yesterday when he went 0 for 4, the average down to 386. Matt Yingle, then Jacob House. Troy Stein recently inserted as the cleanup hitter. Mitchell now the DH. Brandon Wood, Jace Statham. Blake Oliman's having a good freshman year, hitting in the 8th spot, and Scott Arthur, one of those seniors in the Aggie lineup. Ryan Doran goes for the Aztecs.
Doran, right-hander junior. This will be his 14th appearance, his 11th start. 3-4 record, 4.52 ERA. Has walked 17, 45 Ks, and opponents hitting 319 against the right-hander.
Behind Doran in the outfield, it's Wilson, Thornton, and Allen. Muno at third base, Potter at short, Zire at second, Reuben Spees as the first baseman, and Jake Romanski behind the plate for San Diego State. This San Diego State as a team this year, they are fielding a 966. Tyler Naquin, the All-American, leads it off for Texas A&M. 0 for 4 yesterday. 386 is the average. Had an 8-game hit streak snapped a day ago. And it looks like he'll fly out to start on Sunday, and he does. Into the glove of Spencer Thornton. Matt Yingle will come to the plate. We'll get a look at Ryan Dorn, the starter for San Diego State.
Doran, fastball 84 to 86, has a little bit of a, has the change, and then the kind of a mix of a slider slurve right there, that pitch. Not quite as sharp of slider, not quite as big of a curveball, so we'll call it a slurve.
1-0 count to Matt Yingle, but he got him to swing through that offering, 1-1. I think when you look at Doran's numbers, something that jumps out at you, that he's now thrown in 72 innings and he's allowed 91 hits and 17 walks. So there are base runners that have gotten on against Ryan Doran, and Matt Yingle does so here. Base knock to the left side. 1 on for A&M.
See right here, Yingle looked like a breaking pitch. He stayed with it and just pulled it right past the diving third baseman in the 6-hole, so to speak, and base runner on with 1 away.
Senior day for Jacob House. He's been a key part of this lineup during his time at A&M. He transferred from the University of Arkansas. He's a Mansfield, Texas native. Throw over to first base to check on Matt Yingle. You'll have to do that. Yingle this year, 15 of 18 in stolen bases. There's a look at House's numbers. First pitch to him. That'll miss. It's 1-0.
House graduated on Friday. Able to walk since it was the afternoon, and then came over for the night ball game, but Stripling yesterday couldn't walk.
He didn't get that luxury,
did get that luxury, but I think he'll remember that day.
It's a call strike, 1-1 to Jacob House.
Hey, not only getting the job done on the diamond and the leadership of that senior group, but feather in the cap when you can take care of those academics as well.
It's a group that'll be missed when the Aggies head to the SEC next year. Here's a ground ball. Could be 2. The throw to first base is in time. 4-6-3. San Diego State rolls up the Aggies. No score going to the second inning.
Calco, first in safety, first in luxury.
You know Calco. You see us on the road and all around town. Calco is luxurious interiors and the on-time dependability you trust. And for smaller groups, Calco has mid-size buses,
offering affordability and convenience with all the amenities of a large coach.
We even cover first-class needs with executive-style transportation.
Go with Calco. First in safety, first in luxury.
Call today or log on to calcotravel.com.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet, and it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
No score, Aggies and Aztecs heading to the second inning. A&M head coach Rob Childress wishes you all a happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, hopefully we get all the moms here today. We're going to have them on the field and saw them off with us, and I think that'll be special. And, I'd like to wish my mom, Camilla Childress in Longview, a happy Mother's Day. Appreciate all she's done.
Prior to the ball game, the moms on the field of these Aggie players in a nice moment. Coach mentioned sawing them off. They invited the players' mothers to come down during the Aggie War Hymn to spend that with their sons. That was pregame. And now we roll on to the second inning. No score. This is a fly ball off the bat of Spencer Thornton, calling for it in shallow center field as the shortstop Blake Alleman, 1 out.
Well, don't you know those moms, how many Little League ballparks, no bleachers, got to bring your lawn chair.
Yeah.
How many that they've attended through the years.
How many practices did they rush to get their sons to? Swing and a miss. Tip foul by Jake Romanski, 257 his average. Catching today for the Aztecs. That's outside for a ball, 1-1. San Diego State 22-29 on the year after the couple of losses in College Station this weekend. The Aztecs are 11-10 in Mountain West Conference play. You have to figure when that league tournament rolls around, they will have a shot. Of course, you got to think about TCU in that league, playing very good baseball. New Mexico having a pretty good year as well.
Air Force Academy in the mix, but I tell you, the Aztecs have been hit by a little bit of the injury bug and tough luck.
Base on balls drawn by Jake Romanski. Next weekend, San Diego State will take on TCU. That's a very key series within that Mountain West League.
I was going to say that. I believe they flew in here Thursday night and able to work out a little bit Friday morning and play, and then, if I'm not mistaken, flying back to the coast and just turn around and make that return trip
to Fort Worth for the Horned Frogs. Next hitter is Matt Munoz, the DH, hitting a shade above 300. With 1 out, the Aztecs have a base runner. Inning began with a Spencer Thornton pop to short, and now Jake Romanski gets his lead at first base. He walked a moment ago. 1-1 count to Munoz.
Mentioned Pineda's last outing was not able to go as deep as he had the previous 2 weeks, but right now struggling to find the strike zone.
The pitch is in the dirt. Breaking was Jake Romanski there. That was a foul ball. Just tipped off the bat of Munoz, and Romanski, after that effort, dirty for nothing, is going to have to head back to first.
He will just get a piece of it. Stein bouncing around behind the plate there. Home plate umpire Jet Minton calling a foul ball.
Strike 2, it's a 1-2 count. Check that. That was strike 3 on Matt Munoz. That is the first K of the day for Rafael Pineda.
So he come in, a little bit of that sinking motion, and as it crossed the knees, then it just dips down behind the, so it crosses the plate. Pineda gets a lot of ground balls when he's on.
Greg Allen, the hitter, starts him off with a breaking ball for a strike.
Rob Childress pitchers, if you're not throwing strikes, you're not going to last very long on the mound.
Pineda works ahead in the count. Going from the stretch with Romanski at first base. This weekend marks the 13th series of the year that A&M has played. The Aggies have won 11 of those, 4 of them by sweeps. Trying to take all 3 games for the 5th time this year, but back in the first inning we told you about how the Aggies have lost 4 Sunday games in a row, and 3 of those denied them a sweep. 1-2 count against the right fielder Greg Allen, taking too much time. Step out, take a warm-up hack, and step right back in.
Texas A&M starting rotation of Waka, Stripling, and Pineda. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, foul ball out of play. Allen stays alive.
And with the outings of Waka and Stripling, now you've got your bullpen rested, but Rob Childress looking for Pineda to get into that 6th inning or so just to set it up for the bullpen. You see a shot of Rob Childress from the third base dugout.
That's hard hit back up the middle, base knock, and runners will move up, or the runner, excuse me, Romanski. He's at second base, Allen at first, 2 down in the top of number 2. A hit in the first and a hit here in the second for the Aztecs.
Potter been struggling a bit at the plate, but steady glove out there at shortstop.
Potter is at the bottom of the San Diego State lineup, top of the order, and Tim Zier after Evan Potter. A little bit of a threat here from San Diego State in the top of the second, but there are 2 men down. And the first pitch to Evan Potter, a call strike from Rafael Pineda. You get a look at Jake Romanski at second base, Greg Allen at first. Romanski walked, Allen singled. And the Aztecs trying to take the initial lead. 0-1 pitch. It's a call strike, and Evan Potter down in the count 0-2.
Don't you know that if they could get the lead, they have not had the lead this weekend, just to kind of relax the guys in that dugout a little bit. Get the momentum going in their direction.
It's been a well-pitched series. Runs have been at a premium. Just missed the outside corner.
Good 0-2 pitch. See Stein setting up on that outside half, and it dips back in, but the home plate umpire says nope, ball 1.
Runners get their leads. Pineda from the stretch. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and that's a nice job by Evan Potter to stay away from that. Looked like he started to offer with the bat and held up. Get a look at Tim Zier on deck. Rafael Pineda does not want to see Tim Zier with bases loaded. He'd like to see him when they're empty to start the next inning. And the 2-2. It's a nice job of staying alive by Potter. Fouled back to the screen.
Runners getting their leads. Most of the time the signal's actually coming out of the first base dugout. And Coach Martinez is in there.
Another 2-strike pitch on the way. That's in the air, playable for the Aggies. In fair territory, now foul territory for Jacob House, and that ends the inning. San Diego State strands a couple, and we're through 1.5.
My name is Ed Pfeiffer, and I'm a friend of Elsie. This would be Elsie right here. I'm part of a cooperative of dairy farmers that makes board and cheese. Morning, ladies. We're proud to be dairy farmers because we put wholesome food on family tables. With a little help.
Wholesome Board and Cheese comes from our cooperative that's 100% farmer-owned. That means 100% of our proceeds go back to American dairy farmers.
So be a friend and look for Elsie.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
People from all over Louisiana shop the beautiful Eric Hill Nissan time and time again.
I built here because I believe in New Orleans. This is my investment into this community.
Come and see us for our low prices.
And every new car comes with a lifetime warranty.
Now that's peace of mind.
Drive home an Altima for only $189 a month or 0% for 60 months. I-10 and Bullard and EricHillNissan.com.
So come on in.
Buy from a Tiger.
Hi, Mom. Just want to say Happy Mother's Day, and I love you very much. I'm glad you come out to all the games and travel. You know, it's my senior year, and I'm so blessed that you can come to every game. And, you know, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day, and I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Ross Stripling's gift to his mother came a day early. It was yesterday when he threw the 11th no-hitter in Texas A&M history. We'll talk a little bit about that this inning. He allowed one base runner in that no-hitter. It was a fifth-inning walk that was erased quickly. That runner was caught stealing moments after the walk. And Ross threw 106 pitches to get there. 7 strikeouts, 8 flyouts, and 11 ground balls. And then you throw in the caught stealing. That's all part of his day. Ross Stripling. I mean, AC, he can go ahead and play baseball in the pros for as long as he wants. He's going to have a fruitful life after A&M, but I mean, to graduate and throw a no-hitter on the same day, good luck topping that.
Well, exactly, and knowing that your family's there in the stands, and then top it off with it being Mother's Day, and just a very special weekend for that young man.
Troy Stein, the ground ball, and there's one out in the bottom of the second inning. The Aggie catcher, the bounce out.
At time of the game yesterday, 2 hours and 6 minutes, that 1-0 ball game as the Aztecs matching them. As a matter of fact, it was an unearned run that led to that 1-0 victory.
And we should say that the San Diego State starter, Michael Siderath, he was pitching very well, but there's a fly ball into right field. Allen with a nice catch, running that down. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Yeah, Michael Siderath, he was pitching very well yesterday as you look at that nice catch by Greg Allen sliding to the turf. But it was a hit off the bat of Scott Arthur yesterday, a hard line drive. It provided a scary moment. The Aztec starter was hit in the face, in the jaw area with that line drive, and scary moment, but he did walk off the field under his own power, gave a wave to the crowd as he received a standing ovation from the Blue Bell faithful. We understand that Michael is doing okay today, obviously some bruising and there is some broken bones in his jaw, but he is at the team hotel here in College Station, up and about and doing well, and it's something that he will get through, and we're glad to say that.
Exactly, and I thought Scott Arthur actually met the team as they came on to the diamond today just to check on him, and Coach Martinez put his arm around Scott Arthur and told him, hey, that's baseball, you know, they don't keep that pitching protected during BP out there during the game. Yeah. A little screen.
But it was a well-pitched game yesterday, to say the least, and obviously with a no-hitter and a 1-0 score, you can gather that. And it's a pretty well-hit ball at shortstop by Brandon Wood, but a nice play by Evan Potter. We're scoreless through 2.
People from all over Louisiana shop the beautiful Eric Hill Nissan time and time again.
I built here because I believe in New Orleans. This is my investment into this community.
Come and see us for our low prices.
And every new car comes with a lifetime warranty.
Now that's peace of mind.
Drive home an Altima for only $189 a month or 0% for 60 months. I-10 and Bullard and EricHillNissan.com.
So come on in.
Buy from a Tiger.
It's never been easier to drive a new Toyota than right now during Team Toyota's buyback program. Get above market value for your old vehicle, then drive a safer, more reliable new Toyota. Lower your monthly payments and reduce your cost of ownership. Save thousands during the buyback program at Team Toyota.
CST has more college baseball this Tuesday night when Louisiana Tech takes on Arkansas. That's live at 7 o'clock Central. Then on Saturday, we bring you a Sun Belt showdown with South Alabama and Troy going head-to-head. That's at 6 o'clock. For the full schedule, including when you can see live coverage of the upcoming SEC tournament, log on to coxsportstv.com. Pineda to work. Top of the order in the top of the third. Tim Zier, the hitter. Flew out his first time up. And here's the 0-1. That missed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good patience.
Raphael to the windup and the 1-1 offering. That's a call strike on a breaking ball. Pineda, he had quite the Aggie debut back in February on opening weekend. Been talking about Ross Stripling's no-hitter yesterday. Well, the first time Rafael Pineda threw in a maroon and white uniform, February, opening weekend, game 3 of the series against Illinois Chicago, he took a no-hitter into the 8th inning. 2-2. That's outside for a ball. Pineda struggled with his shoulder in his first 2 years at A&M. He had to sit out and had surgery on that area, and it was a struggle for him the first 2 years not getting to pitch, but he's handled himself pretty admirably in year number 1. This is up the middle, base knocked, and San Diego State has the lead man aboard in the top of number 3. Here's Rob Childress on his Sunday hurler, Rafael Pineda.
Last week I felt like he was a little fatigued. His stuff wasn't very sharp. Hopefully with a week off, a full week off, you know, he'll go out and pound the bottom of the strike zone to give us another great start. I know they all try to best one another with each start, and hopefully he comes out and gives us a great start. We've got our bullpen well rested, and you know, we'll do whatever we've got to do to find a way to sweep.
San Diego State, though, with the lead man aboard. Tim Zier just singled. They're going to try to move him over, but this bunt is in the air. Tanner Riebenspies unable to move the runner over.
Yeah, one of those fundamentals of the game. Get the lead man aboard, try to bunt him over, but you see with the high pitch, instead of getting on top of it, just popped it up, and Pineda, see, a lot of times when you square around, if you'll just make them throw strikes, that pitch right there, if he would have taken it, I believe would have been ball 1.
And now he'll leave it up to Chris Wilson to move him around. Wilson singled his first time up. The Aztecs, 3 base knocks already in this game. They've singled in each inning. Righty on righty matchup with Tim Zier running at first base. It's a good pitch on the outside corner. Not a whole lot Chris Wilson could do with that.
Not a lot of stolen bases for the Aztecs, but Zier is 6 of 9 in the stolen base department. getting his lead there at first base.
From the stretch, the 0-2, that's up the middle. Another base hit, 4th of the game for San Diego State.
The Aztecs doing a good job working the middle of the diamond, line drive ground balls. Not trying to do too much with it. See pitch right over the heart of the plate. Let the ball get deep. Trust your hands and go right back up the middle.
5 hits total for San Diego State in the first 2 games of this series combined, Friday and Saturday. On this Sunday, they're 1 hit away from matching that. Ryan Muno, the hitter. 1 out, no score, top of 3. San Diego State with the opportunity offensively. Foul ball. Muno grounded out to third base. His first time up.
You talk about some missed opportunities right there. If the bunt was down and you advanced a runner, more than likely that base hit would have put you on the scoreboard. As it is, runners at first and second and 1 away. Double play is in order.
That's hard hit, but right into the glove of Matt Yingle. Muno did exactly what you wanted him to do. Contact, well struck, but right into the leather.
Not moving just a bit to his right, but Yingle wisely, tell you, a good job by the base runners not getting caught off with that line drive. But Muno was not fooled on that pitch. Well hit.
Spencer Thornton from the left side. 0 for 1 in the first inning. He put a ball into the air in shallow center field. They're trying to get third base. And in there is Tim Zier, stolen base.
And that stolen base is on Pineda. A 1 look back to the runner at second. And Zier wisely just extended his secondary lead. See, just right there, good jump, breaking pitch down low, and Stein comes up firing, but too late to catch the speedy Zier.
So they're at the corners with 2 outs. Spencer Thornton, the pitch was a strike. He's down in the count 0-1. This becomes a crucial early at bat. It's fouled off toward the west lawn here at Bluebell Park.
With the runner at third, the short backstop here with the brick facade. The catchers have to be aware, if you're the runner at third base, you really have to read any wild pitch or pass ball and whether or not you can make it. Sometimes it bounces right back to the catcher.
Outside on the 0-2. Inning started with a Zier single, then Rebenspies was unable to lay down the sacrifice bunt. And then Chris Wilson singled, followed by Zier stealing third base. They're at the corners with the Aztecs. Rafael Pineda trying to get out of the inning unscathed, and he just did with a call strike 3. He got Thornton looking, and the Aztecs threatened, but they're turned away. No score from College Station.
Take 5 drive-through oil change begins with a free beverage and ends with our certified technician's appreciation. Never high-pressure sales tactics, just a remarkable 12-point oil change service, all in just 5 minutes. Join Take 5 Oil in supporting the Zephyrs baseball team. Visit a Take 5 for an oil change and receive a free game voucher good for 2 Zephyr tickets. Visit our web at take5oilchange.com for more money-saving coupons.
All you gotta do is take 5.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet, and it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
I want to welcome all of those tuning in today from out on the West Coast on Cox 4 San Diego. Sit back and enjoy your Sunday afternoon this Mother's Day, and it's the Aggies and Aztecs on the diamond. Texas A&M has sent the minimum to the plate through the first 2 innings. The Aggies do have a single, but that base knock was quickly erased due to a double play. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Jace Statham from the left side. This is in the air. It's out of play. See if one of our fans can make the catch on the west lawn. Now it's a little bit out of their reach. Got off the lawn and up onto the sidewalk. And
that north wind blowing it away from the fans.
Well, you won't be getting any diving efforts once it leaves that grass area.
No. Breeze blowing in today.
Coming in at about 15 miles per hour. Down here in the Brazos Valley in the Lone Star State.
Really a nice day, though. That breeze making it a great Mother's Day afternoon.
Certainly is. Jace Statham in center field today for Texas A&M. It's usually occupied by Cray Bratson. A couple of key players are out today for A&M. Both teams a little bitten by the injury bug this weekend, but here's a 2-2 pitch to Statham, and he struck out. 1 down, top of the 3rd.
Right here, breaking pitch, that kind of that slurve. Statham right over the top of it. A good way to start the inning for the Aztecs.
Statham is the first Aggie to strike out. Here's Blake Alleman. That's a breaking ball that stayed out of the zone. So Statham, he's in center field for Cray Bratson. Bratson out of the lineup. And Blake Alleman here, he's playing shortstop today due to Mikey Reynolds being out of the ball game. Reynolds started the Friday game, and that meant he had started and played in every Aggie game this year, but he's got some soreness in his arm. So yesterday and today, Reynolds sits out at shortstop. Blake Alleman takes over. As you see, he's 2 for 6 in the series and driven in a run. Blake Alleman's having a really nice freshman year for A&M out of Bernie, Texas.
Gives him a chance there at shortstop, get a little experience under his belt. As you mentioned, he's really stepped up and as a freshman has provided a little pop in the A&M lineup.
See if he can work his way on base, and he may have done it. No, by about a foot or 2. Foul down the right field line, would have been extra bases.
Hooked it just a bit.
So they'll have to come back and try it all over again with a full count, and I mean, that just missed.
Just missed. Russell James, first base umpire, turning and right on the line there.
Now you get a look at Mikey Reynolds. Mikey played his freshman year of college ball out in California at St. Mary's College. This is into right field, but in the air and playable for Greg Allen.
You mentioned California. That was where Waka had a no-hitter out in Pepperdine. Went into the 8th inning, I believe. These pitchers, they are trying to outdo one another.
The competition is fierce. Scott Arthur, it's his senior day in College Station. He has really solid with the glove at second base, and those no-hitters that always require that defensive play may have been provided by Arthur yesterday. Top of the 6th inning when San Diego State tried to lay down a bunt. He fielded with the glove, never made the transition to his hand. He flipped with the glove to Stripling covering at first base. It was a very difficult play, but the Aggies executed it. No-hitter stayed intact, and Ross Stripling later completed it. That's high for a ball. It's 1-2.
Any of the no-hitters, usually there's one or two plays that defensively you look back and you put a little asterisk by it. That was indeed the case.
2 pitches fouled off, in play or out. That's going to reach the stands.
Nice grab on a hop. Arthur's father, one of the original members of the 12th man kickoff team here at Texas A&M, played under Jackie Sherrill.
In that same spirit, he's got a brother who's a walk-on for the Aggie football team this season.
That's correct. You see the
Aggie practice facility for the football squad. They're getting ready for SEC play. Scott Arthur's a strikeout victim, and we have no score. Aggies and Aztecs are through 3. We're heading to the middle innings.
Oh, those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain, break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
It's never been easier to drive a new Toyota than right now during Team Toyota's buyback program. Get above market value for your old vehicle, then drive a safer, more reliable new Toyota. Lower your monthly payments and reduce your cost of ownership. Save thousands during the buyback program at Team Toyota.
If you love LSU, then you need to be a member of the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Sign up online for an easy, low automatic monthly contribution of your choosing and receive a special thank you gift from us, such as an authentic photograph, jersey, or helmet signed by a Tiger Grape. Go to www.lsualumni.org today and secure your spot in the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Go Tigers!
It's never been easier to drive a new Toyota than right now during Team Toyota's buyback program. Get above market value for your old vehicle, then drive a safer, more reliable new Toyota. Lower your monthly payments and reduce your cost of ownership. Save thousands during the buyback program at Team Toyota.
Saturday at 10 o'clock at CST tonight, live from the Louisiana Cats studio on Cox Sports Television. Saints rookie camp is underway. They'll discuss the Heath Evans Charity softball game and NCAA baseball highlights and scores, all of importance as we get close to conference tournaments and NCAA regionals. Then we'll head to the Supers, and it's on to Omaha for the final 8 remaining teams. And look at this play by Tyler Naquin in foul territory to start the 4th. Off the bat of Jake Romanski.
Naquin showing his speed and range, going towards the foul line, and that wall gets close, but he reaches out, grabs it, and just taps the wall. You see, there's not much once you hit the warning track. You know that the wall is coming very quickly.
Speaking of the upcoming NCAA regionals, some of you may know that there's been a ticket punched already. Ground ball at Scott Arthur, and there's 2 outs. Matt Munoz is now 0 for 2. Cornell, AC, they won the Ivy League. They took 2 of 3 games from Dartmouth in that championship. The Big Red, first ticket punched to the NCAA tournament.
I tell you, we've seen here in College Station, we've had Harvard before. I believe we've had Yale.
I'll tell you what, it's popped up on a bunt attempt by Greg Allen, and that's a quick inning for Rafael Pineda. Both teams having trouble getting on the scoreboard. Head to the bottom of the fourth after this.
Restoration is a very personal decision. Your needs are unique and deserve individual consideration, not a chain store mentality. Dr. Wessner provides an artistic one-on-one doctor-patient relationship with a well-trained and experienced surgical team. MicrograftHairRestoration.com, the South's premier hair restoration clinic. Contact us to schedule your free consultation.
We are right back to College Station. 0-0 Aggies and Aztecs on this Sunday afternoon, and we're joined from the third base dugout, the home dugout, by A&M head coach Rob Childress. And Coach, you're getting more pitching this weekend as we're scoreless through 4 hits and runs, kind of at a premium between the Aggies and Aztecs. What is your assessment at the moment of your starter, Rafael Pineda?
Well, I think the last inning was his best just as far as command, and he fought through a couple innings and made some big pitches when he had to, and done exactly what we need. I mean, we haven't scored yet and they haven't either, and I think that's what you want out of your starters. But we've got to do a better job against their guys. Not overpowering, but he's changing speeds, any pitch, any count, and we got to do a better job of getting the pitch to us and being able to stay back through the middle.
Coach, and with that excellent pitching, a lot of times you got to go right ahead with that defense. So far, no errors so far this weekend.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that up, and hopefully you didn't jinx us there.
That's right.
All right, Coach, good luck in the remainder of this one.
Thank you, guys.
Rob Childress, one of the things he's mentioned here in recent weeks as we continue our discussion about the postseason, he wants this team to get to 40 wins by the time they head to Oklahoma City and the Bricktown Ballpark for the conference tournament. Now, what that means is starting today, the Aggies will have to go 4-1. They're going to have to win 4 of their final 5 games. They've got Texas State here on Tuesday, and then it's a road series next weekend at Oklahoma State to close out the regular season. And A&M with this one, with Texas State Tuesday, and the 3 ball games against the Cowboys in Stillwater, they're going to have to win 4 of them now. I don't know if you call that mandatory, because you can still get the 40th win at some point at the Bricktown Ballpark if you're not to get there during the regular season.
But as you mentioned, that's the goal, and I've mentioned towards the end of this year when you're handing out those regional bids and trying to be one of the top 8, you're looking for every W you can get. You'll go back through your season schedule and say, boy, we gave one away here or there, and sometimes it's that close.
Tyler Naquin's the hitter, 2-2 count. He's hit this pretty hard toward right field. Greg Allen's got him played well. Tyler Naquin, one of the best hitters in the country, but he's just 1 for 10 in this series.
Well, and right there, hit the ball on the nose, but good job defensively by Allen out in right field to track that down. Once again, a little bit different breeze in May. Usually the wind's blowing out here at Olsen Field, but that might have carried a little more if it was that southerly breeze, but it's not, and 1 away.
Matt Yingle, the hitter. First pitch is a strike. A&M 36-14 on the year. A check of Warren Nolan's RPI this morning had the Aggies at 18th. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the Aggies have to like their chances of getting a regional here to College Station. They have certainly a shot at that. I guess the uncertainty of it comes with getting that national seed, and also you would get a super regional at home should you get there.
Well, and not only that, but in the region in this area, you've got Baylor that has won the Big 12 regular season, looks like to be a top 8 seed, and then also Rice down in Houston. So it'll be very interesting to see what the NCAA selection committee does.
Aggies have excellent wins this year already mounted. They swept Pepperdine out in California. Here's a ground ball. That is at Potter, and Matt Yingle is an out. Jacob House will come to the plate, and he is one of 6 celebrating his senior day at A&M.
It's just good to be around these guys again and just enjoy and soak up Olsen one more time, and be in front of the fans, and that's what makes Olsen special, and what makes Texas A&M special is the people around and just the people here. So that's what I'm most excited about, just to have another chance to play at home and just that same routine that we always have, and just go about it and just enjoy it as much as possible.
First pitch to House was a ball, so it's 1-0. Jacob helped the Aggies get to Omaha last year. A&M hoping to take that same route in 2012. That's a strike. It's 1-1. Talking about some of the good wins the Aggies have this year. 3-0 at Pepperdine. 3-0 against Michigan State out of the Big Ten, who's playing some really good baseball. The Aggies also took a series from Texas, and they've beaten TCU. Some good wins this year, and they're trying to sweep this series today against San Diego State. House flies out, no score through 4.
Love LSU? Then you need to be a member of the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Sign up online for an easy, low automatic monthly contribution of your choosing and receive a special thank you gift from us, such as an authentic photograph, jersey, or helmet signed by a Tiger Grape. Go to www.lsualumni.org today and secure your spot in the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Go Tigers!
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
Rachel? Well, today's lesson. The importance of durable Kohler cast iron sinks. And honesty is the best policy.
Southland Plumbing Supply, family owned for 40 years.
Once again, a happy Mother's Day from all of us at CST. We've got a little bit of a pitcher's duel going on as we move it to the 5th inning. Yesterday, a 1-0 game that featured Ross Stripling's no-hitter. Well, today, no score. Heading to the 5th, Rafael Pineda back to the hill for the Aggies. And he faces Evan Potter to start the inning. But I think the guy you got to talk about at the moment, AC, is Ryan Doran, the San Diego State starter, the right-hander. He, at the moment, has retired 10 straight Aggies.
Indeed. He's just wheeling and dealing out there on the mound. And once again, the Aztecs.
Oh, what a nice play by Scott Arthur. And you could tell he wanted to throw him out to complete it, but that's the 5th single and 5th hit of the game for San Diego State.
Potter going back up the middle, working the middle of the field, and then Arthur with a diving stop, and you'll see Potter was actually going to make his round the bag there at first base, and the first base coach said run through the bag right there. Good range by the Aggie second baseman. Lead base hit here for the Aztecs.
Second time today they've gotten the lead man aboard. San Diego State, through 4 innings, they've left 5 on base and a couple of those in scoring position. They've out-hit A&M 5-1. Tim Zier has one of those hits. Showed bunt and does so again with a 1-0 count. Runner is going, swing and a miss. Throw to second base, and no one was covering. Now they'll try to take third. Jay Statham with the throw. Not in time. Nobody out, and an Aztec at third base. That will be a stolen base, and then you will charge the catcher Stein with an error.
And that's a tough break for the catcher Stein because he's throwing to the bag, coming up firing, and Alleman, who has not played a lot of short, was a little late getting over there, and now the Aztecs have a runner at third, no outs.
I'll tell you what else it does. Your best hitter, Zier, at the plate, no longer do you ask him to bunt.
Exactly.
You can swing away to try to drive this run home. San Diego State trying to take the initial lead. That's a call strike.
And defensively, play even with the bag at the corners, but back up the middle. Second baseman, shortstop, and regular depth. So here Zaire just trying to put the ball in play.
1-2 is outside, evens the count. Zaire, the fly out in the first, single in the third.
I guess Rob Childress told me that I jinxed him, so I guess I did.
2-2 pitch, that's a ground ball. It will get the run home. Alleman to first base, and there's one out. 1-0 Aztecs. Tim Zaire drives home Evan Potter.
And that right there is just doing your job, realizing that putting the ball in play with 2 strikes, especially towards the middle of the field, the defense back, get an RBI ground out, and the Aztecs are on the board.
So the ice is broken. 1-0 San Diego State as they try to avoid the sweep on this Sunday. Reuben Spies looks at the first offering from Rafael Pineda. It's 0-1. Base is now empty again.
Pineda pounding the bottom of the zone, especially away from these right-handed batters.
1-1 pitch. Low for a ball. It's getting to that time of year where campuses across the country are watching their teams head to the postseason. Here's a line drive. That's right at Scott Arthur. And there's 2 down. Texas A&M Athletics, they've got plenty of teams looking for titles. Yesterday, the women's golf team, they finished second at the East Regional, and they'll head to the NCAA championships. Men's and women's tennis, both in the NCAA tournament. The men won yesterday in round 1. They go at it in round 2 today. The women were victorious in the first round, but they fell yesterday in the second round to Michigan. So they make the postseason. Their season is complete. Softball, Texas A&M softball on that diamond. They concluded their regular season yesterday with a sweep of Boise State, and their selection show is tonight. They will possibly host a regional. A lot of activity here at Texas A&M these days.
Last regular season was the Big 12 Track and Field Championships being competed up in Manhattan, Kansas today. Pat Henry going after men's and women's titles.
You know, they'll always factor in the Aggie track and field program. They have won each, the men and the women, they've won 3 national titles in a row outdoors. 3-2 count now to Wilson.
Pat Henry, no stranger to SEC, a longtime track coach there at LSU. Numerous national titles there for the Bengal Tigers.
Full count pitch. Ringing single. Chris Wilson is 3 for 3.
I tell you, all 3 look almost identical. Work in the middle of the field.
Well, Rob Childress looks on. As many of you know, if you've checked us out on CST this year with Aggie Baseball, he also handles the A&M pitchers. Not only is he the head coach, this actually is our final ball game on CST this year. We were here for victories over Oklahoma and Texas Tech. Prior to this one with San Diego State. Enjoying bringing you Aggie Baseball here in 2012. 1-0, the Aztecs lead it.
Never know about regional
That's
play.
True. We'll see. Keep our fingers crossed.
University of Louisiana Lafayette came over here a few years ago.
Yeah. CST had that entire regional for you back in 2007. Had a thrilling championship game. It was a winner-take-all between the Aggies and the ULL Ragin' Cajuns, and Kyle Thiebaud that night, AC. A complete game, 13 strikeouts, had the crowd on their feet, and the Aggies won it and advanced to the Super Regionals. 2-0 pitch is a strike to Ryan Muno. Muno today 0 for 2. His last time up, he hit a hard line drive at the third baseman, Matt Yingle. It was caught, so he was robbed of a base hit. Runner at first, Chris Wilson, gets his lead after his third hit of the day. The 2-1, ground ball foul, evens the count.
Good battle here at the plate. Let's see. On deck here, Spencer Thornton.
We await the 2-2. Throw over to first base. So we are a couple of weeks away from the selection show for the NCAA tournament. The Aggies next weekend, they'll be in Stillwater to take on Oklahoma State. Then they'll be in Oklahoma City for the conference tournament 2 weekends from now. And then we'll set the NCAA field immediately after that. Fly ball center field taken care of by Jay Statham. San Diego State gets a run. We're halfway home and the Aztecs lead.
People from all over Louisiana shop the beautiful Eric Hill Nissan time and time again.
I built here because I believe in New Orleans. This is my investment into this community.
Come and see us for our low prices.
And every new car comes with a lifetime warranty.
Now that's peace of mind.
Drive home an Altima for only $189 a month or 0% for 60 months. I-10 and Bullard and EricHillNissan.com.
So come on in.
Buy from a Tiger.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet, and it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
Hey Mom, I really want to say Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm really glad that you can make it out to the game today, and I love you very much. You mean so much to my life, and I'm really glad that you're still here with me. God's blessed me with a great family, and I'm really glad that you're my mom in this world. Thank you.
That's Rafael Pineda, the Aggies starter, with his Mother's Day wish, and certainly is special for his mom to see him pitch here at Texas A&M just before Rafael arrived at A&M. His mother was diagnosed with cancer. Rafael, his first 2 years on campus here, could not pitch due to shoulder complications. He had surgery on that shoulder. And quite frankly, there was a time in which many thought that, as we look at this fly ball into left field, looks like it'll be taken care of by Chris Wilson, and it is. There was a time that many thought Rafael's mother would not be able to see him pitch here at Texas A&M, but they've gotten more good news as she's gone along in her battle with cancer. She watched him pitch opening weekend here at A&M and does so throughout this 2012 season. Great story, Rafael Pineda. He pitches on Mother's Day, and he's doing very well, but perhaps being slightly outdueled at the moment by Ryan Doran.
Doran, two right-handers going at it toe-to-toe.
Ryan Doran, the Aztec starter, has now retired 11 straight Aggies. He's only allowed one runner on base. That was a single in the first inning, but that base runner was promptly erased by a double play. Swing and a miss with Mitchell Now, the DH. Now is 0 for 1.
Doran doing a good job mixing his pitch as well, throwing the breaking pitch for a strike.
1-2 pitch is outside. So the Aggies looking for their first base runner since the first inning. 1-0, the Aztecs lead. A pitcher's duel between Rafael Pineda and Ryan Doran. This is hard hit. However, it's right at Evan Potter. CST kicks off a new season of Zephyrs baseball in July. Tune in for an Independence Day celebration on Wednesday, July 4th, as the Z's host the Oklahoma City Redhawks. First pitch, 6 o'clock Central. It's live from Zephyr Field. It is Brandon Wood, the hitter. First pitch is foul, and I tell you what, there have been some hard-hit balls by both teams today that have found the glove of the opponent.
Well, that's what you're looking for on the mound. Throw it up there, let your defense work behind you.
0-1 pitch just outside, 1-1. Brandon Wood in left field today for Texas A&M. He bounced out to the shortstop earlier. That was in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1. That's inside, 2 balls and a strike. Aztecs have out-hit the Aggies 6-1. That stayed inside.
Really haven't gone deep in the count very often this afternoon, either pitcher.
Full count pitch coming up after that swing and a miss.
There's a great example of 3-1. You're looking fastball, and Doran throws a breaking pitch for a strike and swing over the top of it.
Full up. In the air, looks like it'll get to foul territory. Will it reach the berm? Yes, it will. Oh, and a nice catch over there on the east lawn. A well-deserved hand for that fan. As the PA plays "Put Me In, Coach." Greg Allen couldn't get to it. From the sitting position. Didn't even have to stand up and brace himself.
The youngster says, "Hey, thanks, Dad."
Mom would be proud.
Yes.
Swing and a miss, and Ryan Doran continues to cruise. Aztec starter has not allowed a base runner since the first inning, and San Diego State leads 1-0.
Has so little money, delivered so much car. Now at Brian Harris Buick GMC in Slidell, 0 down, $399 a month delivers the 2012 Buick LaCrosse with e-assist technology. 0 down, $299 a month delivers the 2012 Buick Verano. So much car, so little money. Free scheduled maintenance, free OnStar, free XM radio, all with zero do-it signing. See it online at BrianHarrisAutoplex.com. So much car, so little money at Brian Harris Buick GMC on the I-10 in Slidell.
If you love LSU, then you need to be a member of the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Sign up online for an easy, low automatic monthly contribution of your choosing and receive a special thank you gift from us, such as an authentic photograph, jersey, or helmet signed by a Tiger great. Go to www.lsualumni.org today and secure your spot in the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Go Tigers!
Here's a toast to all you Caniacs. You are ever faithful aficionados of premium, fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers from Raising Cane's. Keen connoisseurs of Cane's crispy, extra-long, premium crinkle-cut fries. You who are dedicated to the made-fresh daily cane sauce that twirls tongues in a tastefully tangy tango. Topped off with a little slice of heaven from the goodness of the griddle. We toast you all from Raising Cane's. One love.
San Diego State starter Ryan Doran has set down 13 straight Aggies. The Aztecs have a 1-0 lead, and we've got another pitcher's duel from College Station between A&M and SDSU. Rafael Pineda for Texas A&M, Ryan Doran for the Aztecs. You get a look at Kyle Field just behind the center field wall here in College Station. Aggie football will get underway actually on August 30th That's a Thursday night in Shreveport. Texas A&M will take on Louisiana Tech. Then on September 8th, back at Kyle Field, as you get a look at Spencer Thornton, he hits to start the 6th inning. The Aggies will open Southeastern Conference play with their first ever league game against the Florida Gators. Tickets are sold out already for that first ever SEC campaign.
A lot of excitement.
This is in the air, calling for it. The catcher, Troy Stein, and he got close to the bat. And you don't want to step on that bat and prevent you from making the catch on those pop-outs, but Stein will grab it, 1 down.
Bounces up, uses his hand to shade his eyes a bit, and catch a la Willie Mays.
Speaking of the SEC, this Aggie baseball team in 2013, that's a foul ball off the bat of Jake Romanski. A&M's first ever SEC series will take place here at Bluebell Park March 15th through 17th of 2013. Aggies will host the Georgia Bulldogs. July 1st is the official date of transition for Texas A&M into the Southeastern Conference. Another foul ball. 2 strikes to Jake Romanski. Rafael Pineda doing a nice job. He's keeping the Aggies in the ballgame. He's only allowed the 1 run. Unfortunately for him, Ryan Doran has only given up a first inning single and nothing since then. 1-2 is outside. That'll get to the backstop. You see Rob Childress signal his catcher, Troy Stein. Handles the pitchers and handles the program as well. 7th year at A&M, and he will have the Aggies in the NCAA tournament for the 6th consecutive season.
Well, he's done a great job taking the reins from Mark Johnson, and know that he is close there. Great base hit, going to opposite field.
Past the diving Jacob House at first base. That came with 2 strikes on Romanski.
Once again, good approach with 2 strikes, protecting the plate. Pitch is low outside and not trying to do too much with it, just punch it through the hole past the diving Jacob House there at first base.
Matt Munoz will hit. Rob Childress will have a word with Rafael Pineda and the entire A&M infield before that. Last year it was Omaha for the Aggies, as we do get some action heading toward the Aggie bullpen. A&M won their regional here. Wins were over Wright State, Seton Hall, and Arizona. And then went on the road to Tallahassee, Florida, and defeated Florida State in 2 games out of 3 in the Super Regional. A&M, once they got to Omaha, they opened up new TD Ameritrade Park at the College World Series. But the Aggies weren't there long. They lost to South Carolina in their first game, then to California in game 2. They were eliminated after that defeat to the Golden Bears. As many of you are aware, South Carolina, for the 2nd straight year, went on to win the College World Series.
In that very first game, A&M visiting team scored runs in the top of the first, but then South Carolina answered. That was a great ball game, but came out on the losing end.
It remained tied until the bottom of the 9th. That was finally when South Carolina broke the tie and won it by a single run, sent the Aggies to the elimination bracket, where they were defeated by perhaps the story of the year in college baseball a season ago, the California Bears. Stolen base by Romanski. And the Aztecs have another runner in scoring position.
Calling the batter out for interference.
Oh, well.
So we'll move the runner back to first base.
Well, that batter was Matt Munoz. And instead of 1 out and a runner at second, Romanski goes back. Let's see what Munoz did. Kind of stepped out in front of the plate.
And the home plate umpire, Jet Minton, calling it immediately. You watch right there as he points to him saying the interference, so it goes as 2 unassisted on Munoz, and you return the runner Romanski back to first base.
Bad break for the Aztecs as Greg Allen hits. Allen ahead in the count. His single was in the first inning. Last time up, he tried to bunt, and he popped out to the catcher. It's a call strike, 2-1. Jason Freeman and Estevan Uriegas in the bullpen. Freeman, the right-hander, Uriegas, the lefty. Aggie fans have seen plenty of them out of the pen this year. It's a foul ball.
Carom's back in. Kind of like your wedge shot there. You know? A lot of backspin.
Sometimes it finds those trees out of bounds, Jay. It's right back into the fairway. We await a 2-2 from Pineda. It's on the way. It's low, full count to Greg Allen, the San Diego State right fielder.
Jacob House making sure Pineda knows he's behind the runner there at first base. Full count.
Runner is going, as they always do on a full count, 2-out pitch. This is in foul territory left field, and Brandon Wood will grab it. 1-0 Aztecs. We're going to the bottom of the 6th.
Honda Used Cars has everything you need to battle these rising fuel prices. Right now, come choose from over 100 vehicles that get at least 30 miles per gallon with prices starting as low as $39.95. Louisiana's #1 certified Honda dealer is Team Honda on Seegan and Team South on Airline.
If you love LSU, then you need to be a member of the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Sign up online for an easy, low automatic monthly contribution of your choosing and receive a special thank you gift from us, such as an authentic photograph, jersey, or helmet signed by a Tiger Great. Go to www.lsualumni.org today and secure your spot in the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Go Tigers!
As fast as Camrys and Corollas are rolling out of Team Toyota used cars, we're bringing more in. We have over 30 Corollas available, over 60 Camrys available, starting at just $69.88. Remember, if you don't stop here, you're paying too much. So visit Team Toyota today.
You know those lucky dogs with that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
Visit CoxSportsTV.com for the latest sports news and info. You can see exclusive CST videos on our YouTube channel. You can find links to our Facebook and Twitter pages so you can stay up to date with your favorite regional teams and check out the full college baseball and softball broadcast schedule. Plus, you can find out more information about your favorite CST shows. It's CoxSportsTV.com. Aggie bats are struggling. They've been one hit through the first 5 innings. The last 13 Aggie batters have set down in a row, as Ryan Doran, the San Diego State hurler, is the story of this one. He's tossed a one-hitter one day after Ross Stripling of Texas A&M threw that 11th no-hitter in A&M history on Saturday. Pitching has been excellent in this series, and that rings true in this finale.
Doran just really mixing his pitches well. The fastball slurve change, keeping the A&M batters off balance.
Jace Statham is trying to work his way aboard. Here's a 3-1. That's a call strike. Full count now. A&M has sent the minimum to the plate today. They got a first inning single from Matt Yingle, but moments later he was erased on a 4-6-3 double play by Jacob House. And that started this stretch of 13 in a row being set down by Ryan Doran, make it 14. One out in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Thornton doing a good job coming in. And a little bit of a high sky, white patchy cumulus clouds, I guess. Catching outfielder on the run. Stay on the balls of your feet. Staying with it.
So Statham the fly out, and now Blake Alleman hits. Ground ball. That's fielded by Potter. The throw almost sent Tanner Rebenspies wide of first base, but it is a 6-3 bounce out. Well, today, San Diego State 7 hits, and they've left 7 runners on base. A&M just 1 hit, and they have not stranded a man. Scott Arthur to the plate. Mark Martinez looks on, and he has to love the work that Ryan Doran is doing on the hill. It's a breaking ball. He gets ahead in the count to the Aggies' second baseman, the senior. Mark Martinez making the trip here to College Station with the Aztecs as Tony Gwynn, the head coach, stayed behind on the West Coast. And there's a base knock by Scott Arthur, the second of the game for the Aggies, and their first one since the opening inning.
Well, going right back up the middle. Yesterday it was Arthur that nailed the starting pitcher for San Diego State back up the middle. And a little scary, but now with 2 outs, Arthur 16 of 19 in the stolen base department. Look for him to try to swipe a bag, get in scoring position with Tyler Naquin coming to the plate.
Now we'll get a meeting on a mound. That Arthur single stopped the streak for Ryan Doran. He had sat down 15 Aggies in a row. But the good news he's receiving is that he's got 2 outs. The bad news is he's got to face one of the best hitters in the country. However, San Diego State pitching has done a nice job against Tyler Naquin this weekend. Naquin in the series 1 for 10. Naquin chasing that 400 average. It's taken a hit this weekend. Last year he led the nation in hits with 104. He was the Big 12 Player of the Year. Trying to become the second player in A&M history to record 100 hits in back-to-back years. Jason Tyner did it back in the late 90s.
3 straight for Tyner.
Yeah. Jason Tyner was actually the last Aggie to hit 400 in a season. He did that back in 1996. So it's been 16 years since an Aggie has reached that mark with their average. 11 A&M players have done it in their history. Naquin, I believe, entered this series with a 397 average, right there at it. But it's been dropping. Now, last time he came to the plate, AC, he hit the ball pretty well into right field, but it was run down by Greg Allen. Sometimes that's just the way it goes.
Well, that's the game of baseball. You might flare one out, a little Texas leaguer, then you hit one right on the nose or in the gap, and the outfielder makes a great play. It all evens out, right?
Keep swinging. And it will certainly do so. With Naquin at the plate, you'd like to get Scott Arthur in scoring position, and Texas A&M can flat out steal bases as a team.
With the 1-0 count, it's one of the Aztecs are going to try to keep him close.
They're certainly aware of that. A pitch to Naquin, he skies it into left field. It's headed toward the line. It'll be in play, and they'll make the catch with Chris Wilson running over. 1-0, the Aztecs lead, and we're heading to the late innings.
Those lucky dogs with that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain,
Break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
People look up to our craftsmanship. Grips Incorporated for every roof or sheet metal job. We're gonna do the best, and here's the proof. For more than 50 years, our name stood above the rest. Look up and you'll probably find Grips Incorporated quality. People look up to our craftsmanship. Grips Incorporated.
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
Hi, Mom. I just want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. I love you so much. Thank you for being in all the games. I know you guys spend a lot of time traveling and money and expenses, but I just appreciate it. I just want to tell you guys hi and happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Jacob House, the Mansfield, Texas native. Aggies trail 1-0, top of the 7th. Evan Potter, the lead man for the Aztecs. A couple of pitches to him are out of the zone. The Aggies have a new center fielder, and that's Cray Bratson, inserted for Jace Statham. 2-1 count now.
Bratson, a local product. His father, Bear, played here for Tom Chandler at Texas A&M.
Statham started the game in center field. He'll go 0 for 2, and now it's Bratson, the Bryan, Texas native. 2-2 count to Evan Potter. That is a call, strike 3.
Working the inside half of the plate, down low at the knees. A little sinking action on it. And starting right at the knees, and by the time it gets to the glove, it looks a little low, but the umpire says nope, when it crossed the plate, a strike.
Now it's the leadoff hitter and Tim Zier, who's 1 for 3, and he's also driven in a run. Singled in the 3rd. His RBI was collected on a ground out in the 5th. As you know, it's the only run of the ball game. Blake Alleman at short. Nice footwork by Jacob House to move to his right and stay on the bag.
House at first base has excellent footwork. You see the Alleman set himself kind of double pumped and then throws to the right side of the bag, and House keeping his foot on the bag, and maybe he took dancing lessons as a youngster.
Something else to thank Mom for.
Yes,
sure.
Absolutely.
Tanner Rebenspies hitless in this one. Rafael Pineda, the 0-1. San Diego State a run on 7 hits. They have not committed an error. The Aggies no runs, 2 hits, and A&M has 1 error. 1-1 pitch. That's hard hit left field. Don't think we will run it down. No, off the wall. This could be extra bases for Rebenspies. The throw to second. No, they didn't hang on to the ball at second base. Was going to be a close play, but Scott Arthur unable to hang on to that throw from left field and the arm of Brandon Wood. Rob Childress out of the dugout, and we will get an Aggie pitching change. Here's that last play off the bat of Tanner Rebenspies.
Left the ball up, but Wood doing a good job getting it off the hop. Umpire waiting and seeing the ball was dropped and it's safe.
Arthur trying to get that tag down rather quickly, just couldn't grab the ball. Pitching change. Tell you about the new Aggie when we come back.
Restoration is a very personal decision. Your needs are unique and deserve individual consideration, not a chain store mentality. Dr. Wessner provides an artistic one-on-one doctor-patient relationship with a well-trained and experienced surgical team. MicrograftHairRestoration.com, the premier hair restoration clinic of the South.
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
Rafael Pineda did his job. He took the Aggies into the 7th inning and only allowed 1 run. But with 2 outs in the top of 7, he allowed a double by Tanner Riebenspies. He will leave the ball game. And the new Aggie hurler, AC, is the right-hander, Jason Freeman.
Freeman on the year has been out of the bullpen. This will be his 22nd appearance, 1-1 record, 4.91 ERA, 22 innings worked, allowed 24 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned, has walked 11, struck out 18, and opponents hitting .279 against this right-hander.
Attendance on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in College Station, 3,765. Yesterday they were over 4,000 here to see Ross Stripling's no-hitter. Seeing a couple of good performances on the mound once more. The Aggies have taken the first 2 games. They're trying to sweep, but San Diego State has the 1-0 lead. The Aggies 36-14 on the year as you get a look at Rafael Pineda. He's only allowed that 1 run, but he's responsible for Riebenspies at second base. But there are 2 down in the inning. 8 hits today for San Diego State. That was their first of the extra base variety, that double by Riebenspies.
Wilson has 3 of them as he steps in.
3 singles, first inning, third inning, and the 5th, and here he is once more in the 7th. And the 0-1 from Jason Freeman. That got past the catcher. Troy Stein, pass ball. Runner will move up. I don't know if signals got mixed at all, but certainly a pitch that Stein believes he should grab.
Yeah, glanced off the glove there. The one he thinks he should have had.
This is a foul ball in the air. Looks like it'll get out of play. Stein gave it a look, but it's about 3 rows deep. Freeman will come with a 2-strike pitch to the hot-hitting Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson 4 for 10 in this series now. 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out. That's a big appearance by Jason Freeman. K's Chris Wilson, who had 3 hits earlier in this one.
Fab is your value-branded alternative that delivers the same powerful clean as more expensive competitors. Fab effectively cleans your whole wash, leaving whites dazzling, colors vibrant, and a fresh fragrance on dry laundry. Every dime you save, every efficiency you gain means more time, more resources, more heart and soul to invest in your family's well-being. Fab is, in one word, fabulous.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest. educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet, and it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
I've always been a fan of it just because these are all my friends that I would come up with, and whenever they would have senior day, it was a great day. They were real emotional, and it was great, and so I'm looking forward to my chance.
First pitch to Matt Yingle this inning. A ball, and it's 1-0. Little dust storm kicks up around home plate, and we had to stop the action for a moment.
I'll say, home plate umpire said, wait a minute, time.
1-0 to Matt Yingle. That's low. It's 2-0. The Aggies just a couple of hits this afternoon. Matt Yingle, one of them. Trailing at 1-0. They need base runners. As we've now arrived in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Doran, he's done a number on the Aggies. Excellent pitching performance by that right-hander.
Getting a little activity in the Aztec bullpen.
Well, he walked Matt Yingle to start this inning. For the first time today, Texas A&M has the lead runner aboard.
Now, Coach Johnson, I ask you, with the three-hole batter, do you lay the bunt down to put the runner in scoring position, or what's your strategy?
You've asked me this many times before. Seldom do I have the right answer. With Jacob House as the hitter, I might say swing away.
There we go. We mentioned
I might.
Yingle on stolen bases, 15 of 18.
Yingle with a decent lead at first base. The Aggies, one of the tops in the nation as a team in stolen bases. House is swinging away, but this is a foul ball back onto the roof of Bluebell Park. Action in the San Diego State bullpen. That's Philip Walby. He gets loose. We talked a little bit today about tough acts to follow. Well, if Walby enters this game, not easy to follow what Ryan Doran has done. 0-1 count to Jacob House. Once again, a throw over to first base. Matt Yingle back.
Outfield playing pretty much straight away, but the infield shaded over to the right side with the left-handed batter House.
Once again, another check of Yingle. A bit of a shorter lead this time. Doran from the stretch. 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's actually, he got a piece of that and sent it back to the netting.
Just a piece.
In any case, it's 0-2. So House is swinging away, but finds himself down in the count. House back in from the left side. He taps the plate. Yingle gets his lead. An 0-2 pitch on its way, and that's high, and they called a ball.
Did not stop.
A mistake by Ryan Doran. He's made very few today, but that puts an Aggie runner in scoring position.
Just trying to speed up the process you see here at the stretch. And coming down, and umpire Jet Mitten calls balk.
No argument from the Aztecs, nor did they require an explanation.
Seemed like the quick pitch.
So the first Aggie base runner of the day in scoring position. House calls time. Now he's back in the box, and it's Doran making him wait.
Oh, chess match going on.
With what's going on, you're starting to think that Doran does not have a lot of pitches left in this game. I mean, he steps off the mound here. There is an Aztec warming up in the bullpen. Not sure if this is simply to buy time. But now we believe we're set for an 0-2 pitch. That's hard hit into right field. Not a good jump for Matt Yingle, but I don't think he needed one. He's around third base, and he'll be safe at the plate. Trying to get to second base is Jacob House, and he's thrown out. It is 1-1. We're tied.
House doing a good job staying back on this pitch, driving it to right center field, but great job by Allen getting over to cut it off. We'll see, kind of tomahawk the ball to right center field. Allen gets good strong throw in. Shortstop covering, places the tag, but see the pitch really up out of the zone. But RBI single, Allen comes over.
Troy Stein, the hitter. Yeah, good throw and good heads-up play by Allen. Yingle did not get a good jump, but he recognized he had no shot to get him at the plate. Throws out House at second base instead, so could have been a tie game, nobody out and a runner at first, or if House is safe, even at second, but turned away and now nobody aboard. 0-2 count to Stein. That's outside.
Childress to take that. That's aggressive play with the ball over in right center field, trying to get into scoring position. House not one of the speediest players on the Aggie roster.
Well, how about this? After that pitch, a conversation between home plate umpire Jet Minton and Ryan Dorn.
A little discussion of where are you going to eat after the ball game.
Well, they need to ask one of the Aggies. They know the good restaurants.
That's
right. Ground ball foul.
May have been that balk call that put the runner over in scoring position.
Maybe,
never know.
Maybe then he wanted the explanation.
Yeah, say, okay.
Well, as we speak, another Aztec heads out of the dugout and down to the bullpen. Stein fights off another two-strike pitch. Ethan Miller headed that way, a right-hand pitcher. They've already got Philip Walby in the bullpen. He is also a righty. 1-2. Foul just off the line in left field.
Stein's been one of the hottest hitters for the Aggies here of late.
He's 0 for 2 in this game, but coming into this contest, he had hit .438 over the last couple of weeks. Earned his way into that cleanup spot. 1-2 pitch, a nice offering on the outside corner, and he got him looking. 2 outs, bottom 7. Game is tied at 1.
Catcher sets right up on that outside part of the plate. He hit the mitt, and the umpire rings him up.
Well, with the action in the Aztec bullpen and Ryan Doran taking his time this inning, you wonder if he gets Mitchell now here, is it his last batter that he'll face? Although Doran has done a terrific job. It's a breaking ball. It stayed high. It's 2-0. Mitchell now is the Aggie DH. He's 0 for 2. Ryan Doran, a tip of the cap. And a 2-0 pitch from the windup. Foul ball.
Just keeps throwing strikes up there, letting the defense work behind him. It hasn't been overpowering, but getting the job done.
They wait the 2-1. Hard hit, left center field. They're going back, but playing it. Making the catch is Chris Wilson. A&M evens up the ball game in the bottom of the 7th. We've got a tie.
Al Balmer Jr., president of Balmer Foods Incorporated, maker of the world-famous Crystal hot sauce. Since 1923, when my dad and mom started making Crystal right here in New Orleans, we have been shipping over 2 million gallons of our hot sauce annually to more than 75 countries around the world. The 150 employees of Balmer Foods, all of whom are your New Orleans neighbors, look forward to providing you with many more years of enhancing America's great cuisine.
If you love LSU, then you need to be a member of the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Sign up online for an easy, low automatic monthly contribution of your choosing and receive a special thank you gift from us, such as an authentic photograph, jersey, or helmet signed by a Tiger Grape. Go to www.lsualumni.org today and secure your spot in the LSU Alumni Association's Enhanced Membership Rewards Program. Go Tigers!
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
This copyrighted telecast of Texas A&M University baseball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Cox Sports Television. A good one between the Aggies and Aztecs. Pitching's been the story. It's a 1-1 game, and we go to the 8th. Jason Freeman is the second pitcher of the day for Texas A&M. He came in the top of the 7th, and he had to face Chris Wilson, who was 3 for 3, and he had to do so with an Aztec runner in scoring position. He got Wilson to strike out. Big performance entering the game by Jason Freeman, and here he is back out for the 8th. First man he goes against here is Ryan Muno, who's 0 for 3.
Activity in both bullpens here late in the ball game. You don't want to let one slip away from you.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball, nice job fielding by Jacob House. He'll take the bag himself. Hard hit on one hop. Second time today, Munoz hit the ball pretty well, but with nothing to show for it.
House waving off the flip over.
Rob Childress out to the mound, and he'll make a pitching change. Jason Freeman does his job. Faces 2 batters, gets 2 outs, and a new Texas A&M hurler to the hill after this break. 1-1, Texas A&M and San Diego State on this Sunday afternoon.
Prints is your local professional source for all your embroidery, screen printing, and promotional item needs. From custom t-shirts, uniforms, embroidered golf shirts, jackets, and caps, to promotional items such as cups, mugs, pens, and keychains, let Faux Pas Prints keep your logo and message in front of your customers. Go to FauxPasPrints.com and browse our catalogs or visit our showroom at 620 Papworth Avenue in Metairie. Faux Pas Prints, we logo anything. Call us today for a free quote at 834-8342.
Calco and Hotard. First in safety, first in luxury.
You know Calco. You see us on the road and all around town. You know us by the quality of our work with an attention to personalized service and our unparalleled commitment to the safety of every passenger. You know us.
Just ask for me, Jonathan Nichols.
Or me, Patrick Martin.
Nationally recognized and locally respected.
Hotard and Calco. Affordable luxury unparalleled service.
Call today.
A tight one on Sunday. Will Texas A&M sweep or will San Diego State salvage? Tie game, AC, and Esteban Uriagas is on for the Aggies.
Uriagas, a 32nd appearance, all out of the bullpen. 3-0 record, 2.08 ERA. Only 17 in the third innings. Situation reliever. 13 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Has walked 7, struck out 12. Opponents hitting .217 against this senior left-hander on senior day.
It appears that Uriagas may face a pinch hitter. Due up in this spot is Spencer Thornton, the center fielder.